So hi guys. I didn't even realize the time was 6:34 already. So hi everyone. Who will be watching me live or watching the replay. How are you guys doing today? So if you've been following me, you know my name is Jalise and this is Infinite Modest Design. So hi everyone. So Modest Couture. Hey, how you doing? How you doing on Instagram? Hey Patricia. Hi Tiffany Brown. Thanks for joining me today. Hey Maria. How is everyone doing today? Thanks for joining me. All right. So, and somebody named Edwina Johnson, thanks for joining me. So, for all who is joining me, thank you for joining me and who's going to watch in the replay. I just want to give you guys a little word of encouragement that Jesus Christ loves you, and today is a great day to get to know him as your personal Lord and Savior. Yeah, he's my source of strength. So I like to share what my source of strength is. So, you know, we all need a source of strength, especially in this pandemic time. So he's my source of strength, and you can definitely, if you don't know him as your personal Lord and Savior, today's a great day to get to know him. That's for sure. As the Bible says in John 3:16, it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life." So that's the key, brethren. So that was just one of my encouragement today to you guys. All right. So I want to do a live sew along today. So thank you everyone who's joining me on my page. How's everyone doing today? Let me get some water here. How's everyone doing today? Today's Friday, so it's a good day. It's a really, really good day. We'll be making a nice little sew along today, but I want to cherish. Thank you for joining me, cherish. I'm okay. I don't know. You know what? I sound sleepy. I know I was kind of, relaxing a little bit. So hi, Cherise, for joining me. How is your son, Patricia? How is your son? And how is everybody's children and all that? Yeah. So if you're on my page and you're on my, you're not just in my group, because I know in the group you cannot share, or you could also share the group as well. If you could kindly help me share the post, the live, that would be excellent. I have some sewing news, of course, to share with my audience, and that would also help me as well to kind of reach people who might be interested. So that's good to hear, Patricia. That's good. All right. Oh, Hillary. Sorry, girl. I didn't know you have this fancy name on Instagram. Thanks for saying hi, dear. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So I know some people have contacted me because they had bought their sewing machine. So yay, I'm excited. I'm so excited. So just for those who don't know, the sewing machine I use in my class, if you're a beginner, of course, and you never touched the sewing machine before, and you say, no, I want to take class with Jalise, of course, why not, huh? Then I'm having different screen here, so I'm just moving it across the screen here. So this is the Singer 4452 I have here. Is it 52? I think, because I have the 23 too. So some of you guys have the 23. So the 23 would look just the same. The only difference, I think, it would be the with the different stitches. And I will be probably doing a class for the beginners, like who have this machine, whether 1 or 2 or 3 of you guys, I'm not sure, because a few of you I know had buy this machine. So this is the machine I use. I've been using it since 2018 to teach my in-studio class. And anyone who have a desire to learn to sew online and you're a beginner, this is what I use. Now, if you are somebody that have a machine at home and you know how to sew, oh my goodness, that is so nice. BTW, wow. Is it BTW or just BTW is a slang or something? But anyway, you got your surgery, Patricia. I'm so excited for you. I have some serger, then I have to actually upgrade my serger because I have an industrial serger and I have another serger, but the other one sometimes give me trouble. But that's nice. I'll be hearing how you like it as you work it nicely. Oh, by the way, sorry girl, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. You know, my daughter would be like, you know, she would know all those little things. Usually I ask her. Yes, so congratulations to Patricia. Yay, for getting her serger. Awesome girl. I'm excited for you. I'm always excited when you get machine and all these things, so that's good. Okay, so back to the what I was saying here. So we get a little bit excited. So hi Elizabeth. Hello Miss Wilson. How you doing? I did call you, but I didn't hear you, but we're gonna talk anyway, no worries. So yeah, so for those who have no clue of sewing, I mean, have never touched a sewing machine before and they want to take class with us online, then this I would suggest, okay guys, I would suggest that you get a Singer Heavy Duty because that's the one I've been using. I'm very much familiar with that one. You see Tiffany Brown say I have that one and she love it. Good, awesome girl. And I know a few people bought it already and they contact me, so which is awesome. We'll definitely connect with you because I don't just want you guys to have a machine and leave it there and don't use it. Absolutely not. Definitely we'll be sewing whatever level you decide. And I also have, that's good. I also have some classes as well. I did put a poll in the group about if anyone interested in beginner, intermediate or advanced, because I realize not everyone wants to start with a dress. Some people may want to just start to make a straight line. Some people may want to start learning about a sewing machine, sorry. So some people may want to just learn how to do little simple things. So I realized I was a little bit too ahead. I was thinking big time, but I realized I had to step it down and teach step by step. So it's a Brother 1034 serger, but you haven't used it yet. Okay, that's all good. Eventually you'll be using it just now anyway. That's for sure. That's for sure. Thanks for sharing, Tiffany. Okay, so yes, so those who have no clue of or have no clue of sewing and they want to learn to sew with me. So this is the option there. Those who already know how to sew and you have your sewing machine, you don't have to go and buy a sewing machine because you already have a sewing machine, right? And you just want to kind of get that machine running and stuff like that. So that's what I'm talking about. If you want to get that sewing machine running, you have a sewing machine, you know how to sew just a little bit, but you need to get to that advanced stage. You need to get to that beginner to intermediate to advanced stage. Definitely contact me and we will get you going there for sure. All right, so thanks everyone who voted. So I had so if you're in the group, please just search, there's a poll in the group for to answer the question, either beginner, intermediate, advanced, and someone put patterns because some people want to learn to make patterns, and I realize quite a few people have clicked that they want to learn about the patterns and stuff. So click vote in the group. And if you're not in our sewing group, it's Toronto Sewing Classes. So Toronto Sewing Classes. Look for the group on Facebook and submit and make sure you put your information there, and then we'll definitely approve you in the group. Yeah, so today we'll be making a sew along, and I'm just gonna share this here. So we're making a sew along today, and I'm just, give me 1 second guys, I was trying to share my live actually somewhere else. So please guys, if you could kindly help me share the live, that would be awesome. So if you could kindly help me share the live videos that we have today, that would be superb. I will be so grateful that you help me share the live. So thank you guys so much in advance. All right, just to reach others that may not know about us, but by you sharing the live, it would be a benefit to them. So if you are on the Facebook page, kindly help me share the live. That would be superb. All right, so anyway, I'll be making a little skirt today, and the skirt is like it's just a little piece of scrap I have here, guys. So it's just it's a little gathered skirt. So let me see if I can show you. I'll put it on the mannequin in a bit. I'll put it on the mannequin in a bit. It's a little gathered skirt, just a little gathered skirt with elastic waistband. I did say to get a 10-inch. Like if anyone want to follow along with me, I did say 12-inch length in the elastic, but actually I changed it to 20 because I have a little mannequin here, so I'm just gonna put a 20-inch. But it's only a sample. You could always try it on. I have a singer for 12 years, and I just bought a new brother. Oh, what's the name of the brother, Patricia? Awesome. Not Patricia, Elizabeth, sorry. She just bought a new, well, Elizabeth Patricia. I know you as Patricia, so I'll say Elizabeth because I also have another Patricia online, so I'll say Elizabeth. She just bought a serger. Awesome. So this is an elastic here I'm going to use. It's actually 20. Sorry, guys, 20. I did say 12, but you could still use 12 if you want as a sample because it's a sample skirt we're making, right? I'm making it for my little mannequin here. Let me just show you my mannequin here. And when I check her waist, it was about, it's a little mannequin here I'm making it for. When I check her waist, it was about 20. I was like, okay, I thought it was even smaller. So I just adjust the elastic to 20 because I'm going to put it on her. But if you're following along and you're following along with a 12-inch waist elastic, that's perfectly fine. No worries at all. So before I start here, this was the last thing. So hey Tina, I got your email though. I didn't have time to reply, but if that is the Tina that sent me the email, thank you for joining me. So this is one of the bag we made in our last class here. So moving forward now, I would have, like I mentioned, based on the poll, based on the feedback I get, intermediate, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So those little things I will be doing in like a beginner's class. Once I see the class is going very well and people want to step up, this would be like in a beginner's class, okay? And I have some exciting news actually. I have some, I will talk about it more, but I have some stuff here that I used to do in school years ago, and I'm going to be teaching it as well. So all these little things we're learning in the beginner's class: how to make a curve, how to make diagonal stitch, how to make circle stitch, how to make a box. So all these things is for beginners. If you're advanced, that's fine. You don't need that. That's okay. There's classes where I'm going to talk about advanced class in a while, but this is for beginners, right? So all this is when I was in Seneca years ago. This is my stuff that I still keep from Seneca College, when I was in Seneca College. I'm just going to show you guys a little stuff here because I'm kind of excited. I don't know if you guys are going to be excited. So this is a little collar. This was part of my project when I was in Seneca. This is a little collar. And this is what I'm going to be teaching in intermediate classes. Because intermediate, you want to actually learn how to do those little details stuff. So this is intermediate classes, right? So this here... And all that is online, guys. Online I'm talking about. So this again is another collar. Let me see if I have the name here. And even some of them I have, this is a notch collar. So sometimes I have score on them. My teacher would give me score on them. So I think I got 10 out of 10 in this one. How cute. So this is a notch collar here, right? So this is going to be for intermediate classes. This is a yoke again for intermediate classes. This is a yoke shirt here. All this sample here, that's for intermediate classes. Pockets, like the flap pocket, all those we're going to be teaching in intermediate classes, right? As you step up the level. This is placket. This is a short placket. So you want to learn how to make those little things. So if you want to go to my advanced classes, at least you have, hey Shireen, thanks so much for joining me, girl. Thanks so much for joining me. Yeah, so this is for if you want to go to like intermediate classes. So this will be doing all these things here. Plackets, I'm going to kind of go fast. Mandarin color, all these things here, right? All these is actually from my Seneca College. This is another placket here, another pockets here. This is a placket. This is another placket. Short. All this is short placket. So all these sample is for intermediate classes, and these we're talking about in coming January. Not right now, but I will be taking enrollment, of course. This is a zipper. This is a detached zipper. You could pull it out. And this is for like beginners classes. How to make a straight seam. How to be competent on the machine. How to make little projects. This is here now piping. So this is more would be like an intermediate class and stuff like that. So piping. And so many things I have in here. This is pockets. So this is the last one I'm going to show you. So this is a nice inseam pockets. And I also have a skirt making class coming up this Monday. So whoever know about it and you want to take the class, I'll put the link there in the description. But this is pockets. So you put your hand in, this is an inseam pockets. All right. So this is sample again. You will learn how to make those little sample in the intermediate class. Advanced class now is where we make the dresses, because you're already competent in lots of those little details. Then you go to advanced classes. But for beginners class, again, we'll be doing little sample purses here. Okay. So again, for those who joining me, kindly help me share the live. That would do me great help. If you could kindly help me share the live. And for those who are interested in our gather skirt making class, this is our gather skirt here. It's coming up. It's be on Monday. So for those who sign up for the class, we'll have the class on Monday. We'll talk about different, so it won't be a long class. So there's videos, so you could follow along with the videos, and then we do live. So I like to do live class. I don't just want to give you a video, but we're going to get the video, so it's make it easier for you, and then we do a live class. All right. So, so if you're not in our Toronto sewing group, kindly join to be in that group. That's where the fun happens, in our group there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be making a little gathered skirt. I wonder if this is my fabric here. Where did I put my fabric for my gathered skirt? Okay, it fell on the floor. So this is about 1 yard I have here. If it's a sample, you're doing 1 yard, half a yard, that's fine, because it's just a sample. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do a French seam. Okay? So a French seam now, to make sure that the line of my thing is very smooth. So just going to look here if anybody is okay. Just checking to see if anyone thank you guys for sharing. So whoever shared, I appreciate it big time. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, I'm just gonna see if anybody leave any thing that I need to. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this here now is my fabric, so my 1 yard of fabric. So you could watch this video here. I'll have it in the live, of course, for some time if you always want to watch and do your own, and you could post in the group. So what I'm gonna do a French seam. Now, if you can follow along with the French seam, don't even worry about it. But if you're not doing a French seam, you could just sew down 1/2 inch here. Okay, so this is just my 1 piece of fabric, guys. 1 piece of fabric I have here, and all what I do with the fabric, I just put it right sides together if I'm doing a regular seam. Okay, so for a regular seam, I'll just put right sides together here, right, and I'll just sew it down here. So that means I'm sewing it on the wrong side, right sides together. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to step up just a little bit and do a French seam. Okay, so when you're doing a French seam now, and all these little seams, we're going to be doing it in the beginners class, French seam and different seams. So a French seam is a little bit odd and it's a bit confusing. So hey, everyone else who joining me, Vivian and Kayla, thanks again, and Heather, thanks so much for joining me. So when we're doing a French seam, you put the garment right sides facing you. You actually sew it right sides facing you. So it's really confusing there. If you're doing it for the first time, you're like, huh? Yeah. So right sides facing you. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to settle it down with a pin, and then you will see how it come out. I'm just going to put 3 pins here just to kind of stable it. And I'm putting pins for my beginners or people that you're still fresh on the machine. Always work with pins. Okay? Always work with pins or something to actually have the fabric nice and pretty there. So I am going to now sew this down 1/2 inch. Just 1/2 inch. Because I'm doing a French seam, okay? All right, so let me bring the machine here, and I'm going to see if I could share, make sure that everyone could actually see my screen here. I'm using multiple screen here, that's why. So hopefully you can see when I'm sewing. That's the goal. I want to make sure everyone can see when I'm sewing. Okay, so I'm seeing this here, and this is my group, I believe. So I also have, the foot I have here is a walking foot. It's a walking foot I have here. So the regular foot is, where's my regular foot? The regular foot is this, something like this, but I just take out the regular foot. Walking foot, actually, I have been using it for a while, and I really like, it keeps the fabric down really nice and neat. And all these little things we'll be doing as well in our beginners class. You want to know the machine. You want to know the function of the machine. You want to know you know, how to be competent on the machine. All those things is for beginners class. You want to make the little project. Those is for beginners class. So I'm going to do a 1/2 inch stitch here. Okay, so just going to take my time and do a 1/2 inch stitch. And, okay, put on my machine. All right. And I'm going to make sure that my fabric, I hold it nice and taut. Take out my pins. Always take out your pins when you're sewing. Okay. So I start with my back stitch and I end with my back stitch. And I did my 1/2 inch. Okay. So let me move this here now. All right, so I'm just gonna put it here. So this is what I just did here. I did my 1/2 inch seam, but I did it, this is the right side of my garment, okay? So now to create that seam now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim this down, although I could have even easily do a 1/4 inch seam. I didn't have to do a 1/2 inch seam, but if you're working with a tailored measurement and the measurement say 1/2 inch, you have to follow the 1/2 inch, then you have to trim it down. So for the sake of this video, I will trim it down. So you could trim it down 1/4 inch, right? You just trim it down 1/4 inch and make sure it's a 1/4 inch. I just trimmed down the seam here. So trim it down 1/4 inch. Let me go right down. So I put the fabric right sides facing me, wrong sides touching each other because I'm doing a front seam. Okay, so this is how I have it. So this is the raw side here now, and it looks really, really well. Like, who's gonna wear a skirt like this? Except it's a new fashion. Okay, so next thing what I'm gonna do here now, I'm gonna turn this wrong sides together. And the best thing we wanna do here is actually iron it down. Can iron it down, so I have my stuff here to iron down here. So you can iron, you just iron this crease down to make sure you could actually see that that look here. You iron it down here. So for anyone who has their sewing machine, definitely just send me a message if you get your sewing machine. Someone had sent me a message already. We'll be doing, and if you're interested in our beginners class, my machine need to be, my thing needs to be hot here. So beginners, intermediate, and advanced class, we are rolling out coming January. So my thing is a little bit wet here. So anyway, you want to iron it down like this, right? So you iron it down nicely. So what we're going to go ahead and do now, we're going to go ahead and do a 1/2 inch seam again, right? Because remember we trimmed this down 1/4 inch, right? So if we do 1/2 inch seam, so hey Claudia, thank you so much for joining me. Right, so we're gonna do 1/2 inch seams right here now. So let me go ahead and do the 1/2 inch seams here. So I think everyone could still see the machine. Okay, so anyone could still see the machine here. Just making sure that everyone could see it evenly without the machine falling off the table. Okay. So now I am gonna do a 1/2 inch seam again. All right, just to clean that out there. So when you iron it, just make sure it's nice and taut. Okay. Okay, put this aside. All right. So this is how it is here. So this is how it is here on the inside now, and I'll show you guys. So clean on the inside and super clean on the outside. So this front seam now is a perfect seam. Let's say you don't have a serger, right? So it's very, very clean on the outside, super clean on the outside, and also fancy clean on the inside. You just have this here, but again, it's still clean, right? So if you don't have a serger, a French seam is definitely your go-to for getting your fabric really nice and pretty. Okay, so getting your edge really nice and pretty there. So I hope that makes sense. You could always replay the video and stuff like that. But all these seams, different way to do seams, we'll be doing it in our beginners class. Okay, guys? So you're interested in learning online with us? Definitely contact us. All those would be classes and schedule will be rolling out this coming January. So we all pretty on the outside, on the inside, sorry, and we all pretty also on the outside. So that is a friend sim. Okay, so now I have this now. So what do I do with it now? That's the next question, right? So next, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, I want to make it easy. I'm just going to roll this in 1/4 inch, right? And I'm going to sew it in. I'm going to just sew it down, right? Let's say I don't have an iron and all that kind of drama, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to make it, you know, you could always, sewing is fun, guys. You don't have to be, oh, I don't have this, or I don't have, you know, we could always make alteration. You see, I don't have a serger, I just make a friend seam, and that actually work out. It could work for sleeve, it could work for side seam, it could work for all seam that I could remember. If there's a seam that you cannot work for, I have to think about it, but at least the seam that I have been doing, it could work for that for sure. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually just roll my edges just a little bit in, like 1/4 inch in on both ends, and I'm going to just sew it down. Okay, guys? That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm not going to make any marking and chalk. I would teach you how to do a measurement, an actual measurement when you're doing it with me itself. But for this one, I'm just going to do a little 1/2 inch, no, 1/4 inch down from the seam. So I'm just going to do it again. So I'm just going to roll my something here 1/4 inch down, just like that. And then I'm going to sew it down, okay, on both ends. So on the top here, and also on the bottom. Just kind of bend it and sew it down. Yes, girl, it's fun. So who could tell me here that sewing is fun? I want to hear. So I see Patricia, Elizabeth say it is fun. So tell me, give me some of your sewing love, your sewing journey, your sewing, like how do you feel when you're in that sewing closet, or you're on that machine, or I don't know, yeah, just tell me how you feel when you're here. You know, I'm going to my sewing class, or I have a machine. I'm so excited. What is your feeling there? Your feelings. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure that everyone can see here. So I think this one is good. Perfect. So I am going to just do a 1/4 inch seam down, and I'm just going to do it freehand. I'm not going to mark it. It takes maybe too much long to mark it because I'm on the live here. So I'm just going to bend it down and sew it. So if you want to be taking a class, I'll be making sure I follow a measurement, because not everyone is just say tuck it down. So I'm just going to tuck it down, and then I'm going to sew it here. So I'm just pretty much sewing the edge on, which you could see here, right? It's therapy. You see, Patricia says therapeutic. All right. So that's it here. It's sewing is very therapeutic. So sewing is therapeutic, and that is the truth. That is 100% the truth. So we're just sewing like a 1/4 inch in here on both edge. I have 1 inch elastic, 1 yard, so I don't have too much sewing here. All right. So we're gonna continue here. And you could see that seams coming out there, right? Just 1/4 inch I'm doing here right now. I'm trying to go too fast with the machine. I don't want it to jump, so let me take my time. Yeah, so sewing is very therapeutic. That's the word there. All right. Almost done here. Okay, so one side is done. I want to also do the other side. So thanks for sharing, Patricia. So who else? When you're getting that skirt done, like Miss Hillary would say, she want to make that skirt before she leave this world. What mood are you in? What place are you in? I love to sew. And the goal is that I don't like to sew alone, you could tell. That's why I like to share my skills with others, because I don't want to sew alone. I want you guys to come on board. That's the goal here. So if you're not in the Facebook group, join the group. Find out about our beginners class. Answer all the questions there, so I have your information to contact you about the various classes coming up. Okay, so let me just do this here. So I'm doing the quarter finish again on the other side. Okay, let me just step like, don't go too fast. So you see, usually when I'm teaching beginners, I say don't go too fast. And when you go too fast, it's gonna go haywire. So hi, Angela and Rhonda for joining me, Rhonda Long. So let me go here. All right. So one of the key points in sewing as well is ironing. So once we finish here, we'll be ironing. Okay. So I'm supposed to be straight in front of the machine, but because I want to make sure all my screens is seen, I'm just sidewaying the machine. So, yeah. Okay. All right, almost coming to the home stretch here. So you do the top and the bottom quarter of an inch. If you want to mark the quarter of an inch on your as a beginner, if you're not sure, I would advise you to just mark quarter of an inch down from the edge. Take your tape measurement, and then you could just bend your fabric. But usually I'll just bend it down. And what I'm making here, I'm making sure that the edge is clean, that the raw edge is clean. Okay, so let me put the machine aside for now. Okay. So again, if you're joining me for the first time and you're on my page, yes, Patricia, definitely. So both of you guys said the same thing. It's therapeutic, for sure. So if you're on my Facebook page, okay. So Vera, the name of the foot here is. Oh, you used to sew. Nice. That's very nice. Okay, awesome. Many years ago. That's good. I hear that story all the time, which is awesome. It's an exciting story. So I'm using walking foot. I actually like using a walking foot. I don't use it with beginners because, you know, you had to make sure that you could like I'm talking about in my in-studio class. In my in-studio class, we use the regular foot, but it's called a walking foot. So I would maybe I'll do a live to show the different type of foot and how to put it on as well. It's a really good foot. It actually helps if you have jeans material, because you know these machines here could also sew jeans as well, right? If you have jeans material, it's very good to use a heavier foot, so it keep the fabric really nice on the leather material or whatever. It keeps it really nice and stable. So I really like the foot there. All right, so this is it here now. So you see my top is bending and my bottom is bending, all right? All right, so this is just a seam allowance I did. This is just a seam allowance I did. Now, I think I give myself a little double work, but it's okay. I want you guys to get the point that you want to bend the seam allowance. I could have just bent the seam allowance twice, bend the hem, and then bend the seam for the elastic twice. But I just want to do it step by step like this and show you, and we're going to iron it again. So ironing, is one of the key in your sewing and fashion world. So Elizabeth says she don't need to pay you don't need to pay a specialist, a therapeutic specialist, because if you want that therapeutic moment, you just go on her sewing machine and get that going there. Okay, so I'm just gonna iron this down. So one more thing I'm going to say again, like I said, if you are on my Facebook page and you're joining me for the first time, kindly help me share the video to reach others that maybe want to learn to sew. We have various different classes rolling out, beginners, intermediate, and advanced. And we do have a gathered skirt making class. So this is the skirt here. Let me put it on for this screen here. So it's a gathered skirt making class. We're coming up with a class on Monday. So if you're interested in the class, you need about 3 yards of fabric. That's pretty much it. About 3 yards or your waist time 3. And we'll be making the waistband. It's a freehand class. So freehand means it's a paid class though, but it's a freehand mean that you don't need a sewing pattern to make this skirt. And we are coming up with it. Yeah, you see that Tiffany said the machine sew thick handbags well, right? With the walking foot. Yeah, so the walking foot, yes, you could always, if you haven't used. So have you used the walking foot, Tiffany? So yeah, so you could use you could sew thick handbags with the walking foot itself. So this is the class. It's $60 Canadian for the class. It's a skirt making class with pockets. And if you want it without pockets, it's $60. If you want it with pockets, is $70. But the point is that you'll be making your skirt for yourself. You learn our skills. Once you learn the skill one time, it's a live class we'll be having. You don't have to go ahead and pay anyone again to do the skirt. You could do it on your own. One time you learn it. And also, we'll be putting it in a group. There will be videos there in that group to the duration of the class. Okay, guys? So let us know if you're interested. It is on our event page. I'm also going to post a link that you could actually get it if you were to be interested in taking this class with us. Okay, guys, this class is supposed to be on Monday. So once people sign up, we'll connect on Monday. I'll tell you what to do. And then you need needle and thread. And that would be for the zipper. When you put it in the zipper, you need a tape measurement. You need scissors, pin cushion. You need a sewing machine because it's some work to actually do it with your hands. You could do it with your hands, of course, but it's better to get a sewing machine. It's more efficient if you have a sewing machine and you want to take our gathered skirt making class. So this is the last class I think we might have. Group class where we may have. I'm not sure actually. Let me not say that because I'm not sure. But this is a group class we're gonna have, and it's a paid class. $70 with pockets. Canadian dollars, and $60 without pockets. Okay, guys? So it's something like what I'm wearing. Hoping I gain weight anyway. So it's something like what I'm wearing here. And I have my pockets here. So I gain a lot of weight. So I'm gonna be different from the mannequin, of course. So this is it. This is a gathered skirt with your pockets there, right? And if you want it to be more puffy out, you could always go 3 yards, 3.5 yards, or something like that with the fabric. But I would say 3 yards to start with. Because I have, I'm a little weighty here. So if I was skinnier, the fabric, the skirt would even be more puffy on me. But yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, so now what I would do here is put my elastic on. Okay, guys. So I would turn the skirt right sides facing me. Okay, so right sides facing me. I would take my elastic here and I'll just measure to know how far do I need to bend it in. That's usually what I do. And the reason why I do that is because some people would come to the class and some people, I teach online, but we're making a skirt class, would have different size of elastic. So I don't want to say, okay, bend it half an inch, bend it 1/4 inch, and then the elastic is way bigger than half an inch or way bigger than an inch. So I usually say take the elastic, and then you bend the fabric here, okay? So you bend the fabric here. Then you kind of put the elastic there and see, okay, how many space do I need? And you want to leave a good 1/2 inch space. So this space to me is perfect enough, right? So the elastic end kind of here. Plus size dress form, okay. I don't know where you are, if it's in Canada or the States. I know that there's a dress form around where I live, but it's not plus size, it's just skinny size. But it's good to have a plus size, especially if you're going into sewing for sure. Maybe sewing for others and stuff. But I know sometimes KGG, I don't know if you're familiar with KGG. I don't know, sometimes they have things. Or even Facebook Marketplace, Tiffany. Check Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes I go there, or sometimes I get, thing there. I see, like, I bought from there already. People who's closing down their sewing shop, I bought from Facebook Marketplace, if you trust, to go there. So you can look on Facebook Marketplace and see if you see plus size dress form. Okay, so here is, so I'm going to bend this here. So this here is fine with me for the elastic, see? So I just measure it, just in case you have, and I'm just going to mark it here. So this is the amount I will need to bend in, so So because I have this here, I need to bend it. And this elastic is a 1/2 inch elastic, guys. So it's a 1/2 inch elastic I have here. So I'm going to bend in like 2 1/4 inch. So 2 1/4 inch in, I'm going to come in. So I'm going to come in 2 1/4 inch in. So I do it step by step so you can understand that you just need to bend you have to know how much to bend the elastic in. So 2 1/4 inch in. I'm just going to mark it randomly all over the skirt. So 2 1/4 inch in. 2 1/4 inch in. I'm going to space it out and I'm going to show you guys after. So 2 1/4 inch in. So this is it here. So I just mark it all along the skirt, 2 1/4 inch in. And I'm going to turn the other side of the skirt as well. So basically I'm doing all around the skirt based on my elastic. Because some people elastic is thick. So you had to measure to see how low do I go. Some people have maybe 1/2 inch elastic, 1/4 inch elastic, 1 inch elastic, 1 1/2 inch elastic. So doing it this way, measuring it and is the best way I would teach it, because I would say 1/2 inch every one and then your elastic is 1 inch. So I'm in trouble. So okay, so I'm just gonna Felicia, just too much. So Elizabeth, she said, well, right now I'm eating curry chicken back. Okay, I got it, girl. I see my trouble. This is just too funny. All right, guys, so if you have any question, so yes, I have. Oh, you have, okay. Okay, so you have used the foot. I'm trying to find plus size dress. Okay, so yes, check out Facebook marketplace and see, you know what I mean, like you know, it's all over the globe. I would get like those who in Canada, maybe you will get in the States, or on Amazon. I don't know if it's expensive on Amazon. Sometimes sorry, Amazon is so expensive now. So yeah, okay, so this is it. So 1/4 inch, 2 1/4 inch all around the skirt, right? That's what I did based on my elastic. So yours might be a little bit different. Yours might not be the same. Yours might be a little bit different. Okay. Hey, Alvicia, thanks so much for joining me, dear. All right. So now what I'm gonna do, guys, you see my front seam here, my seam right here. Actually, you know what I realized? I should have made my both seam on both sides. So that's the thing when you're doing live. So anyway, I'll leave it here. So your seam is supposed to be on one side. So if this happened, there's no panic. My seam one is on this side, one is on the other side, but that's okay. I'm not going to change it, but in your case, you want to make sure your seams is on one side, okay? This seam here, make sure everything is on this side. It just, on this side, it came out like that, but I'm okay. I'm on the live, and you see mistakes that'll happen, but I didn't panic. I just going to continue sewing. That's the beauty about sewing. All right, so I am going to bend now my elastic. I have my pin, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to bend it down here. I'm going to bend my, I'll bend 2 of them, and I'm just going to show you how I'm going to bend it all the way. I'm just going to bend it down here. I'll bend it down here, and then I'm going to put a pin here because I want an opening. Okay. So I bend it down here. So let me show you for those who again joining me live, kindly help me share the video. That would be so helpful for me. So for anyone who want to learn to sew, so 2 1/4 inch, right? So 2 1/4 inch, 2 and then 1/4 inch here. That was the measurement I have on the skirt. So I bent it 2 1/4 inch by my front seam side, right? Oh, you're watching from work. Thank you, dear. I like the love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alvicia. All right, so I bent it 2 1/4 inch here right by the seam. So the reason why I put this double pin here is because I want to open it. Okay, this opening is a little bit big, but I'm going to leave it big just to kind of show you that we need an opening. You don't need a bigger opening like this, but we need an opening eventually. So I'm not going to sew this down, but I'm going to pin all around the skirt. I'm going to bend everything all around the skirt, 2 1/4 inch, all around the skirt. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going to bend everything down, bend it exactly to my 2 1/4 inch marking all the way around. And make sure you have, okay, so I have it. I'm just making sure I have my pin on hand. Make sure you have everything on hand when you're doing your garment. Okay, so I am gonna continue pinning it down here. So 2 1/4 of an inch down. Then I'm gonna sew it down. So again, for anyone who is interested in making a maxi gathered skirt with waistband and pockets and zipper, it's a lot of skills to learn. Kindly, I would post a link itself. I should post a link, but I was running late. I realized I was just scrambling. Didn't realize that it was 6:30 already. I was like, what? So I would post the link in a little bit. If you wanted to sign up for the class, for Canadian dollars, it's $60 without pockets and $60 with pockets. You'll be learning as permanent skills. If you go on SD or those place where they sell those skirts, it's about $120 for the skirts, and you're learning it for only $60. And you can make it consistently on your own. And again, if you're interested in learning to sew, you've never sewn before, contact us. If you know how to sew and you want to upgrade your skill, contact us. We are rolling out classes in January for all different skill level. Okay? All right, guys. So now I am going to sew down. So let me just show you guys what I'm going to sew down now. So I am going to sew this down. So I'm going to start my stitch here. So this is my crisscross pin here, so everybody see that, right? And I'm gonna finish here. So I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna finish here. Start here, finish here, start here, and finish here. Okay, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. So let me bring the machine, make sure that thank you guys. So if you find value in this video, thank you, share and like, heart, definitely. Okay. One thing I have to tell you guys, I don't want to be, biased in any way, but I love the fact that my people, and you know what I'm saying when I say my people, support me a lot, and I'm so thankful. And my goal is always to give back. So that's why sometimes we have free classes, we have paid classes. I really like the fact that my people support me like big time, even unimaginable. But every race and creed are 100% welcome. So thank you. Every race who's on my page, everyone who's on my page, thank you. Okay, so now I'm just going to sew the edge down. Okay. All right, so I'm going to be sewing this down here now. So put on the light. I always forget my light. So again, you always start with a back stitch. Okay. All right, just take your time. Sewing is never, you don't rush, just take your time. All right, nice and smooth. Okay. So I'm almost there. And you could always follow this to make a skirt for yourself, for your granddaughter, for your daughter, your children, your sister, I don't know, just anyone. Okay, and I'm just gonna come to the end here. All right, so we are rolling out. Hey, Natasha, thanks for joining me. So Natasha is saying hi to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me there. So you know what? I have to read Miss Patricia. She said, right now, I eating curry chicken back with coconut, dumpling, dashing yam, and sweet potato. You see my trouble. Okay. All right. So I'm making a skirt, girl. You're late. Didn't you? I don't know if you guys got my email. I've been sending the email. I hope you guys get it, because I think you're on the email list. If you're not, we're gonna talk more. But I'm making a little gathered elastic waistband skirt. That's what I'm making right now. So we are finished with the sewing down. So what we're gonna do right now is iron. Okay, you will see the final work in a bit. But let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay, so again, if you're joining me for the first time, you are on my Facebook page. Kindly help me share the video. That would do me a world of help to get people to know that to join the group if they're interested in sewing. And if you don't have a sewing machine, one of the recommended sewing machine I have is the one I use in this video. So this is it here, guys. So we have an opening here, and we're gonna leave that opening, right? We're not gonna do anything to that opening. We want to make sure there is an opening because the elastic have to go through the skirt. There you go. All right, so first I'm gonna iron again. So one thing you would realize with me in sewing, iron is like your key. You want your garment to look professionally made and not just homemade. And you see what I say that? I did a little bit attitude there. It's because that is the key, guys. That is the hint key. Once you make your garment, you want to be ironing it. And I'm not the kind of, I don't like to iron. I'll tell you that for sure. But at the end of the day, in order to get the result that you want, you need to iron to get that beautiful result. Yeah, of course. Of course. So someone asked if they could use clips instead of pins. Absolutely. Why not? It's just that I'm always, you see, with my granny, I grew up with pins, girl. I didn't grow up with all these fancy clips. So I'm always in the pin. That's why. But of course, Tiffany, because I know clips is the new style now, and clips actually keep your garment really, really down, especially like bags. I know Tiffany make bags, so you want to make sure you have the clip to keep those heavyweight fabrics. So absolutely. I'm just a little old school, that's why. But clips, pin is not old school, guy. I'm just saying that because I always, with my grandmother, she had pins, so I'm always familiar with the pins. But pins never run out of style. So let me take that back. Pin never run out of style. Okay. So you could always pin your garments down, or you could also use the clips as well. So this is it here, right? So let me go to the next step now. I'm just going to put the iron down here. So I am going to take, where is my pins? I don't want anything to run away from me right now. I'm going to take my elastic here, and I'm looking for my pins, and that always happens. I lose my pin, and I can't find it for the life of me. So I'm going to take my elastic here now, and I am going to, if you have another pin, so I'm going to put this on the wrong side. So I'm going to turn it on the wrong side right here. So turn it here. So hi Rachel, thanks so much for joining me, or Raquel. So this is on the wrong side, and it's right here. I'm going to work with the opening part here, right? Okay. So I'm going to take, if you have a safety pin, you could also pin it down, but I just have a little pin here. So I'm just going to pin this right at the very entrance, okay? So right at the entrance here, let me just pin it down. If you have a safety pin, you could actually pin it down. And the reason why you want to pin it down is because you want to make sure that once you looping the elastic, the elastic don't get lost. So you want to make sure you loop it down really well there. So I'm just doing double pin here to make sure it stays nicely. So I just kind of tuck it in there. That's it. Tuck it in at the entrance. So you see the entrance here, just tuck it in at the entrance here. Okay, so this end now I put my elastic in already. So I'm just gonna push my elastic in. So I'm gonna take my my pin here, and I'm gonna push my elastic in like this. Okay. So push my elastic in just like this. And then I'm going to just push it down. So push it down here. Push it down. Push it down. And pull. Push it down and pull. So there's a 1.5 and a 20-inch elastic. So it wouldn't come out a lot of puffy. I like my skirt puffy. But you would get you get the hang of it anyway. I am telling you, see, Miss Dana says, so iron is the sweetest best friend. I'm telling you guys, you want your clothes to look less homemade and more professionally made. That's one of the secrets I learned. And everything is a learning process. Learned years ago, of course, but that's one of the secrets when I was in Seneca. Because back home, when my grandmother used to make clothes, we didn't really used to iron it much. We just wear it like that. But when I came to Seneca, I realized, oh boy, you have to iron that clothes, girl. So that was one of the secrets. And that's years ago. My daughter is 15. So that's what I'm talking about. Years. And that's maybe 3 years before. So maybe 18 years ago I'm talking about. I learned the little tip-top secret there. Iron is your best friend. Whether you like to iron, you don't like to iron, that's not the point. The point is it's going to be your best friend if you're going into sewing and fashion. All right. So I am going to take, actually, let me just take this in. I just can't find that pin. I have no clue where I put it. Maybe it fall. Okay, so I'm just gonna pin it here now. So it sits done here. So it's done on both sides here. Again, so hi Hearty, long time. Okay, yeah, you're right. If you have carpets on your floor, for sure, you don't want pin. That is so dangerous, because even you are not walking and there's a pin hidden in there, you in trouble. So yeah, you're right, girl. Clips is gonna be your best. For sure. Thanks for sharing, Tiffany. So thanks, Hearty William, for joining me. So here, so now I have, this is my elastic end here. Now I just put this pin, let me just take it out here. So I put this pin together here now to kind of hold it up together, right? And I'm just gonna do a 1/2 inch sewn down. And one thing I would say, guys, if to say you're doing this for your little daughter or something, you want to get maybe the elastic exactly to the waist, because elastic stretch all the time. You don't have to even put seam allowance in the elastic, right? If you want to put seam allowance, that's fine, but you don't have to. Measure just the waist itself. That's it. The waist is 20, measure 20. And then once you join in the elastic, now you just take a little bit. So right now I have like a quarter of an inch roughly, and I'm just going to join the elastic here. So I'm going to join the elastic first before I actually show the beauty of what's going on. So if you have, like my industrial machine is straight, so I will just be doing a straight stitch. But if you have a domestic machine like this, you know, you could also do a zigzag stitch. So zigzag actually really keep the elastic really taut. So let me just try to share my screen here again. Again, if you join us for the first time, guys, kindly help me share the video. Show some love if you like to. So hi Deborah, thank you so much for joining me. If you find value in this video, like, share, comments for sure. Let us know what you like about sewing. Let us know if you're intermediate, beginner, or advanced. So please let us know that, of course. I would always definitely read the comments. So are you a beginner? Are you an intermediate? Are you advanced? Because we have different level of classes rolling out. Okay, so how to take this pin out here. I'm supposed to take this pin out. So I hope I don't lose my elastic here. I hope not. Okay, so I'm just gonna sew it down regular. I won't do the zigzag. Just in case you don't have a zigzag machine, but it's good if you have a zigzag, you could use a zigzag. I think everyone is seeing me. Hope everyone is seeing me there. Okay. So like, share, so others could find us, find more about us. I'm still small, I'm not big. So by helping me share would actually really help me to reach others that would say, wow, I never know this sister do sewing. So yeah. Okay, good stuff. And of course, you don't have to be a sister to share. Everyone is our sister and brother's keeper. Okay, so this is how it is. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do another thing. I realized I just do one side. So this is how it is here. You kind of just make a, you know, stitch back and forth, right? If you have zigzag, it would actually go even much better. But you know what? I realized that I was sewing and I sew one end here. So again, guys, you make a little mistake on the live. It's not the end of the world. You just do it again. There you go. That's the beauty of sewing. A little mistake here, a little bit mistake there is not, oh my goodness, this is too much. No, just do it again. So I sewed too much to the end of one side. So I'm going to do a zigzag. It's even, you see, if I did the zigzag, everything would have get cut up nice and pretty. So I'm going to just do a zigzag this time. Because the walking foot is so big, I can't really see much. That's why. So let me just do a zigzag here. If I have a regular foot, it's easy to see, but with the walking foot, I can't see that well. So I'm just going to touch it here together and try to do a zigzag. Oh no, I just realized I cannot do a zigzag with the walking foot. So no worries. Cancel the zigzag. Let's just do a regular. But just make sure I get everything. Continue here again. Because I cannot see well, it looks a little bit difficult with the walking foot. Just for the elastic, because I cannot see 100% underneath there. So I'm gonna try my best here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back, and then you just do back stitch, forward stitch, back stitch, So back stitch, forward stitch, back stitch, forward stitch. That's all you do. Okay. So I'm good with it now. So with the walking foot, you cannot do, of course, zigzag. So let's see everything perfect. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna trim all this extra thread out here. Yeah, there's a lot of pieces going on there. So the goal is that you just want to sew them together. If you have a zigzag, see, it looks really messy, but that's all good. That's all good. No one's seen in the inside anyway. Yeah, it looks really, really messy there because I did it a couple times. Okay, so it's good enough. When I pull it, very important, you want to pull it and make sure it's strong. That's why if you have a zigzag, you could always zigzag it there. So now to close it now, what I would do, I'm just going to shove this down inside here. I would take my pins now, and I was just going to put a pin here. Let me get another pin here. Another pin here. Okay. So I'm just going to pin it there. So I pin inside. I pretty much pin down that opening there. And I'm just going to sew it down. So I'm going to start with my stitch here, back stitch. Stitch it here and finish here, back stitch. Okay. So back stitch, come here, finish here, back stitch. So let's go. So I am going to just put it down here. I'll put it exactly over the stitch, the last back stitch, the end of the back stitch. I'll put it over the end of the back stitch, sorry. And so that end, that part here could be a little bit tricky. I finally find my pins. Okay, good. It'll be a little bit tricky because you have to pull it a little. You gotta make sure you stretch. Let me just see here if everyone can see me here. Yeah, you gotta make sure that part is just stretched nicely. Yeah, okay. Put on my. Alright. Okay, take out this pin here and finish up that. Yeah. Okay, so my skirt is 99.9% done, almost done. Okay, so this is it here. So I'm just gonna show you guys how it looks. One thing we had to do here now is the hemming. Okay. Okay. So now this is how it looks here. And I just settle it down nicely. Trim out everything I need to trim out. So you see it's. So one thing I want to show you guys again, clean on the inside and also clean on the outside, right? So now this is it here. So this is my little skirt for my mannequin. I'm supposed to be making some dolly clothes for my daughter. So she's been asking me to do some dolly clothes. So I may just do one, maybe after I'll do a little dolly clothes. So this is my little skirt here, right? This is how it is so far. So the last thing I have to do now is just do the little hemming. So I'm just going to bend the hem 1/2 inch. I wouldn't mark it. But for your case, you do want to mark it maybe 1/2 inch up. Or 1 inch up. Depends on how high you want your hemming to go. So I'm just going to hem the end. Right? In a class, of course, I will let you know to follow the measurement. But for now, I'm just going to bend and sew. And then I'm going to do my final ironing. Yes, yes, yes. Final ironing. You are welcome, Deborah. Oh my goodness. I love. You know what? I sew from I grew up with my grandmother sewing, so it was such a beauty to see she make clothes for me and this fabric come out into this gorgeous garment. So my passion started from so long, so I love sharing my passion with others. Definitely. So if you are interested, anyone interested again in our upcoming classes, find out more. We'll be having beginner, intermediate, and advanced classes. So supposed to be rolling out in January. So by God's grace, of course, and everything will be online. So I'm just gonna bend. So what I'm gonna do here, I am gonna bend it down. It's a 1/2 inch seam allowance I'm gonna do here. So the total bending down is gonna be like roughly 1 inch. Yeah, roughly 1.5 inch. Because when I bend 1/2 inch, it's a little bit more than 1/2 inch. So let's say you bend it roughly 1 inch for the hemming. If you were to do it, at home, you mark it. If I'm doing a step-by-step coaching class, I would let you actually mark it before you sew. Okay. So I hope everyone is seeing me here. So I'm just gonna sew it down here. Okay. So for me, I'm gonna bend and sew. For anyone who's doing it, the best thing is to make sure you mark it. Make sure you mark it so you have it exact. You have the hemming level. I'm just averaging it and sew here because I'm able to average it. That's why, right? So I'm gonna. So hi guys. So let me know what level of sewing you guys are. Just put it in the comments. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, have no clue, and you don't even have a sewing machine, let us know. And what is your mood when you're sewing? Are you in a happy place, exciting place to see your project coming out? Okay, so bend and sew. Making sure everything come out nicely here. So for some of our classes, sorry, for the beginners class, we'll be teaching you about the fabric. We'll be teaching you about the different type of fabric. We'll be teaching you about the grain line, the selvage, the cotton fold, if those things are new to you. All those things we're rolling out in our upcoming beginners classes. Because beginner, you want to know the foundation. So I'm almost there. Let me pull it here. Pull it here. And sew it down. And my skirt is done. Well, almost done. Okay, Miss Dana, for sure. For sure. Okay, sure. So that would be the advanced class, Vanessa. Definitely. I'll be talking more about it for sure. I have your guys' name. I have your guys' information. So sure, we'll talk more. I will be doing maybe a group live to talk more about it. So the dress is my skirt is almost done here. So again, if you are new again on the page, on your Facebook page, and also help me share the Facebook group, guys. It's also helped me to reach others that may have a desire to sew and don't know. So now you see I finished this. It's not end here. The last thing I'm going to do again is you got it, iron it. So I'm going to definitely take my iron here. My iron was just waiting. The last straw here. And I'm going to iron down that hem. So I just make this skirt for my little mannequin. I'll put on a mannequin as soon as my final work is done. So iron is your go-to person. So if you plan to take my class and you don't have an iron, well, let's get invested in one. Because that would be your friend. For sure, Miss Dana, I got you, girl. All right. Thank you so much, Deborah, for sharing. Okay, that's fine. You could also print the pattern because the intermediate, Alvicia, the intermediate, we will be using the pattern. So you already set, girl. You're already set for all levels. Any level you want to start with, no problem at all. I have no problem at all with that. We're going to be talking more about it, of course. So the beginner's level, there's lots to learn in the beginner's level. There's lots of things to learn. And my goal is to, people have been contacting me. I don't want you to have the machine, get excited, buy the machine, and then don't use it. No, my goal is to, I'm here by God's grace, is to ensure that that machine is being worked on properly in the sewing and fashion industry, in the sewing and fashion world. And I'll be your teacher. So absolutely, you could definitely start with the beginners. There's no problem there. I'll talk about pricing and all that. And it would be group. So beginners group, except you want one-on-one beginner, Elvicia, that's fine as well. If you're not in the group thing and you want one-on-one beginner, the price we talk about would be the same. But then group price would be, it would be way cheaper, of course, because it's group. And yeah. So for anyone interested in our beginners, intermediate, or advanced classes, let us know. Let us know for sure. And let us know what level you are whatever you are, sorry. And sewing is what? Is it your happy place? Is it your therapeutic place? Yeah, so I'm done. There you go. I'll be bringing my model in a little bit. You're welcome, ma'am. You're so welcome. So this is my little cute skirt here. Yes, ma'am. That's our little skirt here. Okay, so that is our, so let me show you the inside, of course. And you see, it looks like if you bought this skirt from the shelf, right? That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So this is it here. I'll put it down here. So this is it. So this was the only little mistake I make here, was I twist it on this, and I'm showing you guys a mistake to tell you that sewing is fun. If you make this mistake, if it was me, if it wasn't alive, I'm just gonna take it out and put it on the other side. That's it. There's no headache there. No, but you know what? I think I'll have it on Zoom, my lady. Thank you for joining me. I have it on Zoom. Okay, so this is it here. Okay, guys. So this is the only thing I did here. So the seam's supposed to be on one side, and the bottom it was on the other side. That was the only little mistake here. But this is what live sewing is all about. So you get the hang of it. Make sure it's on one side, okay, guys? And if that happened to you, there's no headache. You just go on with your sewing. Nobody even realized if my seam is on one side or the other side. So this is my skirt. All right, so let me take my wonderful mannequin here. Oh my goodness, she's so tall. Okay, let me just get a smaller. And before I do that, guys, I also want to tell you guys again one more time about our skirt making class. So let me just get a chair here. But this is our skirt making class. It's coming this Monday. It's a Gather Maxi skirt, $60 Canadian. If you want to take the class, we'll be live on Zoom. $70 with pockets, $60 without pockets. Keep in mind, you're learning a skills. So you're not just making a skirt, you're learning a skills, a permanent skills that you would use for lifetime. Lifetime, okay? Sewing is my go-to place. So that's Patricia. Good job. Thank you, Miss Claudia. Okay, so, and remind me to say something about this bag. So you see, our mannequin here have a bag, and now she have a skirt to match. You can't go wrong with that, trust me. Okay, making sure that all my screen is actually seeing her and her beautiful, okay. There you go, fancy. So now I'm going to put her skirt on. She have a little dress on, but you know. Put on her skirt. And it's just her skirt only. So I make it for her so you can see exactly how it is. So this is her nice little fancy skirt here that we made live. So you could definitely watch the replay. The replay will be there. Watch the replay. Sew a little skirt for yourself, even just for fun. Just to kind of, right? See, that's how it is here. All right. And then this is the bag class, of course, we did. This was a free class last Monday. I can't remember when we had the class. Yeah, I think it was last Monday, right? So this class will be teaching in our beginners class moving forward. Okay, so she have a bag to match and her skirt to match. Like, you just can't get anything better than this, I'm telling you. It's so cute, I know, eh? Yes, ma'am. So this is it. So this she could, if she want, you know, if the bag is too long, no worries. She could just kind of put the bag on her side, and she have a nice little pretty skirt right there. So let me just highlight the skirt again. So that's pretty much it. So you sew the skirt, you iron the skirt, so her back is not open. So let me just not expose her, but show the front. So this is her little nice little pretty skirt here. Okay, guys. So that's it. So this is classes that I would teach, of course, in our classes coming up, moving forward. At a beginner, so this, of course, could be a beginner's project, right? And our beginner, intermediate, or advanced classes. So this would definitely be a beginner's project. So let me make sure that everyone could see very well. I don't know if you guys could see it very well here. Yeah, so hope everyone could see it very, very well here. So that's a little skirt here. I just got a skirt. I know on Instagram you've seen very well. So here and here. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So I don't know if anyone have any question to ask me. You could ask me any question you have. But this is our just finished little gathered maxi. Sorry, not a maxi. It's just a gathered little skirt here. All right. So definitely watch the replay. And sew one for your little girl. Sew one for fun. right? You could also make, of course, a longer one and stuff like that, but this is it here. All right, so let me come here now, and I hope this video was helpful. So again, guys, kindly like, share, join our Facebook group, Toronto Sewing Classes. Our skirt making class would be our maxi gathered skirt class. I'm just going to stand up here so everyone could see it again. It would be this coming Monday. To sign up for the class, it's a skirt. So this is how I'm just waiting here. I'm a little weighty, that's why, but it's just like this. It's Monday. It's a paid class, $60 Canadian for with pockets. You learn the skills, and when you learn the skills, it's not just $60. It's the skills you're learning that you can make it over and over for yourself and for your friends, for your family, even start sewing for others and making your little money there. So this is a skirt we have. You will need about 3 yards of material or 3.5 yards of material. Or your waist time 3. So your waist time 3 would be the ideal there. With pockets, $70. Without pockets is $60 Canadian. And keep in mind, you are learning a permanent skills. Okay, it's a permanent skill with waistband. So it's not this skirt you're making that we just make. This is just a simple skirt. Anybody can make this skirt. So simple. So the skirt we'll be making here is a totally different skirt with waistband, with zipper, with pockets. And again, for everyone, thank you, Miss Dana. You know, I'm not the sweet 16 as I used to be, you know, right? So I'm not, and even my husband been telling me I need to lose the weight. Yes, I know. So there you go. So if anyone here is an exercise online coach, you know, to kind of advertise to me, because I might be your client for sure. Yeah, I need to lose a little weight. But anyway, guys, so yeah, so please let us know if you're interested in our beginner, intermediate, or advanced class. I will be talking about it more in the Facebook group. And also send me your email. I will be watching the comments for Instagram. I know when Instagram is finished, it's finished. But for Facebook, I'll be able to view all the comments. And yes, Miss Lati, I would definitely save the video would actually be on IG, on Instagram itself. And for the skirt making class, right after this live, I'm going to post the link. So if you guys want to sign up for the class or want to contact me for the class and stuff like that. So this little bag, everyone who made that little cute bag, post the video so people could comment. I love the bags. I'll be putting it on my Instagram and stuff like that, because I know Instagram it's a little bit prominent there. Facebook, it always go down the feed. So I'll be putting it little by little on Instagram. So guys, thank you guys so much for joining me. I don't know if anyone have any other question. A video for the bag. Oh, you know what? When I did the class, Miss Dana, I didn't record the video. But I'll be doing a YouTube video. I just have to release it. So I'll be doing a YouTube video for this this bag. I will put a link again for you to join me on you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. There would be a little cute a little video for this cute bag. I think I make this one exactly on the YouTube video. So I'll be posting that one if you guys are interested in sewing along. Lastly, I want to say here, guys, getting a sewing teacher or getting a sewing instructor actually would save you a lot of time. I had a student who actually posted in a group today, I think Rosemary. So hi, Rosemary, if you're watching me or you're watching the replay. And she made a comment. She said that, okay, I'm going to post it. Okay, Miss Claudia, no worries. So I'm going to post the, I'm going to definitely post it, Natasha. I'm not pushing. I need to push Instagram more. So I will definitely post it after the live. And she said she'd rather do a live class than a video class. So that's where I come in, guys, with the coaching. Okay, thank you, Miss Dana. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. So with the coaching, so I'm still looking at this level. If you think I am focusing on everyone else. So Sophia, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, so I will be doing. I get lost. Oh yeah, she said that she preferred doing the live than the video, like when we was live on Zoom. So hi, Maga, for joining me, and Francisca. So that's where I am. I don't want to just make videos and say, okay, buy my videos and that's it. Of course, you could do that, and I'll be doing a lot of that as I go along. However, I want you guys to do the work. So that's why I said, okay, we're going to have a beginner's class. The beginner's class is going to be this level. It's only gonna work on this level of classes. You don't know about the sewing machine, you have no clue, you even scared to touch the sewing machine, no problem. Get signed up, contact us. We'll start the beginners class. We'll be rolling it out in January, talking more about it as I go along. The intermediate classes, same thing again. We'll be talking more about it. They'll be doing a lot of sampling in the intermediate class. So you learn how to do collar properly, neckline, sleeve, and so on and so forth. And the advanced class, now you'll be putting everything together. You'll be putting a fancy dress or a fancy suit or something together. And we'll be talking about more, depends on the more people that sign up for the class. We'll be talking about doing pattern making as well. So you'll learn how to do the pattern as we roll out all our classes. So kindly help me share. Like this video if you find value. And this bag, we're going to be rolling it out on YouTube. So look for the video and subscribe. I will share the link to the skirt making class for who want to sign up for the class. And it will be Monday. So Monday could come. We could talk about, if you don't have the fabric, we'll talk about the fabric. And then we could schedule. And there would be videos. So the video is there that you would actually view the video, see what you need to do. So you won't come surprised once we start to roll out the class. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully you find value in this live. Repeat the live. Repeat your skirt. Do your skirt, sorry. And post. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I'm really excited that you joined me today. Thank you for all your beautiful comments. I'll be viewing the comments, of course, once I'm done. And I'll be posting all the information right now, of course, once I'm done. All right. So I think we're good to go. So thanks, everyone who actually stayed on board with me, who will be watching the replay. Just remember, I love you, Jesus love you, and that's the key for our existence, to share our love with each other. That's hence the reason why I'm sharing my passion with you. Take care, guys, and stay safe. Bye-bye.